Hey everybody, Joseph Rothschild here, aka MBT, back with the second round of the Reddit non-meta tournament. I am once again joined by Hardleg Gaming. How are you doing today, Joe?
I'm pretty good. I'm also here.
Yeah, we are looking at some decks that are not necessarily the most powerful in the metagame. Not Adamancipator, not Eldritch, but still competent. Today we've got a fantastic matchup. Bloons is on Burning Abyss, and Ninja Xorn, I'm just going to call them Ninja, is on Zombie World.
I'm surprised you said this wasn't meta, but Burning Abyss is always meta.
Yeah, this is actually the most normal Burning Abyss has looked in a while. Obviously, it's playing the new stuff like Cherubini, but it's also playing like 19 trap cards. Like really
Yeah,
old Duelist Alliance style Burning Abyss.
with Trap Trick, just discount Trap Card Warehouse with a couple spicy. I won't get rid of it. I won't spoil it. We've got the deck lists here though. I'm interested to see if a certain card makes a appearance.
Oh yeah, there's some bad stuff in both of these deck lists, and I really hope that it shows up. So there we go. Out of the starting gate, we've got a Trap Trick and a couple of Burning Abysses for the Burning Abyss player, and Super Polymerization, and pretty much nothing else from the Zombie player.
Yeah, the zombie deck is really kind of weird. Like some things like Solemn Judgment and obviously Baller Drock lean towards wanting to go first. But then he's like main decking Super Polymerization, which I assume is more of like a go second board breaking card.
Yeah, historically, Zombie has kind of blind seconded and has been good in formats where that is not a death sentence, unlike right now, for example. But I'm interested to know why they chose to go first. Routinely, the problem that Zombie has is that it just doesn't have enough playables. Zombie World's a good card. The card that gets you to Zombie World is a good card. Baylor Drock is a good card. And that's about the end of the sentence.
And then there's just a bunch of consistency things, the Unizombie, Mizuki, stuff that would be broken in other types, but for zombies you just have the two good cards, so.
Exactly. Alright, so I guess we're going to battle phase with a couple of Burning Abysses, getting in for
Okay.
26, slightly higher than 25, so was correct. And then in second main, we'll make the boy Dante. It really rocked my world when I saw this guy's lower half in the art book. Have you seen his
I have
legs?
I have not.
Oh, they're
Are they like
crazy.
weird serpent legs?
He's like 7 feet tall. He's got huge legs.
I can see why they cut the art there.
I always pictured Dante
Always
as like
weird to
as like a lovable manlet.
He just seems short. Just
Yeah,
because of the way the art is.
And then, of course, Beatrice the Eternal, pitching a Scarm is about as good as it gets.
I'm just kind of surprised he didn't use the Super Poly as soon as he had two monsters on board.
Yeah,
You really
they
need to get rid of that Mizuki, and that would get you something on board yourself, and it's not like Burning Abyss can do anything if they... Well, I guess... Yeah, you could still special summon stuff. Never mind.
you could special back the Farfo with the Seer, but like, yeah, it's not fantastic. This is... Yeah, I'm a little concerned by it. Called by the Graving, the Scarm at the end phase, that's fine. The reason that Zombie World gets away with main deck Super Polymerization is if Zombie World is on the field, you can summon Drago Necro Nether Soul Dragon using two of your
Yeah,
opponent's monsters, and we might see that come up as they draw Zombie World for turn.
possibly. So the real question is, I guess, is it just Zombie World Pass? Yeah, Zombie World Pass.
I'd
Like, you could
consider...
set the Mizuki, and then it
Yeah.
would block an attack, and you would get it in the graveyard, but...
It's also fine if you, like, set the Mizuki because you can fuse with your own face-down monster, so you can use it as part of the material for a Super Poly if they don't commit past the Beatrice, but
Yeah.
there's no way they're not going to summon another monster.
Yeah, and with that Ash in hand, you probably don't want to discard that for Super Poly.
Exactly. We're going to go for Beatrice here, milling a Backjack. Backjack, just a fantastic card who unfortunately is not strong enough to keep up with the current metagame. Get to banish 3 cards off the top of the deck, and then on your opponent's turn you can banish it from the graveyard. Look at the top card of your deck, and if it's a trap, you can set it.
Ah,
And Compulse is a trap.
oh hey. Well, that'll be useful against whatever he Super Polys.
Oh, a tour guide off the top. Ain't that how it always goes?
Fancy.
That's how it goes against me, anyway. We were talking beforehand, Super Poly, or not Super Poly, Tour Guide still at 2 copies. What's up with that?
Kind of. Well, I mean, I guess it does technically summon from the deck, now that I think about it.
Yeah, and, Cherubini means that you can start actually getting the effect of Sangan, but even so, come on. Anything
Yeah.
that commits to your normal summon and doesn't actively win you the game right now is just not playable.
It's just kind of weird because it's like on the one hand, it feels like normal. So oh, there's the super poly.
Yeah, here comes Dragon Necro Nethersoul. Gonna send these two to the graveyard.
Of course, and I forget, does that trigger the Beatrice effect, the floating effect?
Ooh, let's find out. Uh, Destroyed by your opponent's card effect.
Oh
and
no, it
sent
has
to your
to be
graveyard.
destroyed. Okay, gotcha.
Miserable. It's still pretty good. They get to activate Dante and Seer in the graveyard here, and the only set card is Solemn Judgment, so I don't think they're going to have much to say about it.
All right, there goes Danto.
And then Compulse the Dragon Necro Nethersoul, and
Interesting.
some Super Poly.
I would have thought that you would Solemn Judgment that.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
to keep it on board.
what's the backup plan if you're the zombie pilot?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could use Mizuki on Ash and have a defense wall, but that's about it right now.
Broken! I guess, like, a Unizombie would turn on the entire deck. You can send, like, a Baylor Drock, and then you probably win, but yeesh.
Yeah, you really kind of defend. Oh, there's... Okay.
That'll do it. That'll do it. So we'll normal summon a Glow Up Bloom, and it's going to eat a Compulse. Hilarious.
And this is where you have to do the Solemn Judgment. Gotcha.
Yeah. Not really the best case scenario, though, because now they're at 2,200 life points, and the Burning Abyss pilot can activate Trap Trick to get... Well, they can't get a Compulse, but maybe they have another piece of removal. Fiend Griefing. That'll do it.
That's been a while. I forget what that does.
Whoa! Extremely bad! No! They're activating Fiend Griefing to shuffle a card from the graveyard back into the deck. Then they can send a Fiend monster from their deck to the graveyard. Oh, it's fine. They're sending Farfa in order to banish Glow Up Bloom till the end phase. Wait, this is still kind of crusty. What you'd want to do is wait for the Baylor Drock to get into the graveyard and then banish it. It will come to the field, so you do have to find a way to remove it with the zombie world on board. Maybe this is correct and I'm very stupid.
Probably just hoping that he can attack. I mean, he's got the 2 Burning Abyss in his hand. If he can get 2,500, it's a 0 attack. Shouldn't be that difficult.
Yeah, the rough part about Glow Up Bloom is, like, you can't attack over it unless you're doing lethal, because then they will get a copy of Baylor Drock.
But can they do it? I mean, he's got a Burning Abyss.
I do like normaling Farfa. If we normal Farfa, special Seer, and then go for a Dante, pitching the Farfa, we could just Glow Up Bloom banish again.
Yeah. Yep, and I think that's the exact play.
Yep, here comes the overlay. Oh, even stupider. Leviair the Sea Dragon will do the exact same thing by detaching a Farfa.
Yep.
And it looks like they have seen enough.
Yeah, I was saying beforehand that I felt as though the Zombie World player had a much greater advantage. They are main decking like Dark Law, which can completely shut down Burning Abyss. But yeah, I don't think zombies have a way to play through all the spell traps, or just all the traps that the Burning Abyss player has.
Yeah, the trap version of Burning Abyss is just such a different deck than people are used to. Burning Abyss in recent years has been this awful Block Dragon combo deck. But in reality, when it first came to prominence, it was because it was a very low investment advantage engine in which you could splash, like, whatever the best 20 traps were. And that's kind of what they're doing in this tournament.
Well, that's the thing. Yu-Gi-Oh! In general is really kind of drifted towards monster-heavy builds. Monster negates are way more powerful than spell trap negates. Just to show you like how much of a player like Appaloosa is.
Mm-hmm.
So when you play a deck that's full of traps, either like this or something like Altergeist, they have a big advantage because people don't have ways to deal with half of your deck.
Yeah, like the old guru adage is when you're going second, you still play There Can Be Only One, because they're like, even against the most dedicated combo deck, they're going to end on 2 spell or trap negates maximum. If you can bait out those 2, There Can Be Only One is still a board wipe.
Yeah. Just entirely. Well, granted, they've got a much better turn this time. Looks like they're going to start with the Baller Drock.
Yep, we are going from Solitaire to Unizombie, sending a Necroworld Banshee and a Glow Up Boom with a Zombie World on field. So it'll be Baylor Drock onto the field, Banshee and Graveyard as insurance. This is as good as it gets. And if you're unfamiliar with this line, we'll go for that Sucker, so that when Baylor Drock comes back in the standby phase, we get to draw a card.
Hey, free draws. And this is the point where if you're main decking back, what's it called? Called by the Grave, then you just win.
Oh my god, Ash Blossom off the top. Ash Blossom is so good in this deck because not only is Ash Blossom an extremely powerful card, it's a zombie, so it'll trigger Baylor Drock and you can banish one of your opponent's cards.
And not a very good hand against Baller Drock because it's all... Oh, Trap Trick Pass, I see. Very interesting.
This one's kind of crusty. Trap Trick is still pretty good against Baylor Drock. We saw they had a Paleozoic Dynamicious, which is a nice way to get rid of it, but really any additional piece of extension is going to spell the end of the game for them.
Yep. Let's see, I'm just looking through, seeing it on their side deck if there's anything. Because I was thinking you can Trap Trick evenly matched. It's not as though in this off-meta tournament that Zombies is going to be able to OTK. At least I don't think they are.
They do have a Trap Trick target of Heavy Storm Duster, which conceivably could have come in, but I don't think matters. We're going to use Unizombie's effect to send here. We're sending the Mizuki.
Of course.
Really powerful.
I might have spoken too soon. Maybe they can OTK.
And we're going to bring back the Solitaire. We can activate the Solitaire effect, I guess. Ooh, wait, are we going to perform a Synchro Summon?
A Synchro Shokan, perhaps?
Nope. It's just a Nightmare Phoenix.
Yep. Going for that immediately, pitching the other Mizuki.
They're thinking on what to set here. You probably have to get a Dynamicious. Going for Karma Cut!
Karma Cut! I was hoping we'd see it! I love Karma Cut.
The reason this deck is playing Karma Cut is because Dynamicious is good, so you might as well play the bad Dynamicious.
Yeah. Well, I mean, especially against zombies, being able to banish that and then also all other copies. Like, if he had another Baller Drock, he could get rid of both of them in one go, and then what do they have? A Mizuki engine?
So, pitching the Farfa is actually pretty good, because you're saving yourself, between 16 and 1900 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, God! They're gonna Super Poly.
Chaining the Super Poly on their own monsters so that they don't have to banish the Baller Drock.
This is so
Very
crusty. Oh, and we have a Mizuki in Graveyard, don't we?
Yep.
Oh, no!
He targeted the Solitaire.
Oh, we don't have a Mizuki in Graveyard. Thank God. Alright, so we're taking damage, but not dead.
Interesting. Why did he remove the lowest attack monster?
I think just afraid that the Solitaire would translate into something that would, enable more extension.
Yeah.
We're going to go for Doom King Baylor Drock and Standby, unsurprising once again. And
surprised he didn't trigger. Solitaire has an effect when it's banished.
Well, I don't. Are there?
Oh, it's a banished Shiranui monster. Okay, I thought it just said a banished monster. Never mind.
Real Duel Links heads will understand.
I stand corrected. Welp.
Right.
This is what I was expecting to happen.
Yeah, just kind of staring impotently.
All right. Well, he's got to try to add some things to the board at this point.
So Alex,
even if it's going to get negated.
This is kind of crusty. Baylor Drock can negate or banish any activated effect of a zombie. So the effects that activate in the hand aren't of zombie creatures. And as a result, we can still, special the Farfa, but we can't necessarily, activate the Dante effect because that will be followed up by a Baylor Drock banish and the end of the game. Walking over the Solitaire here, that's pretty bad.
We won't go quietly into the night. And then just... Okay.
This is gross.
I'm a little confused. You could activate a whole bunch of stuff. Baller Drock's only once per chain, right? So he could have sent Alec and Farfa, and he could only respond to one of them.
Yes, but because the Burning Abysses are hard once per turns, you wouldn't be able to special them. You'd have to special at least one, and then you couldn't get their other effect.
Oh, okay, yeah. Why do you have me commentating these? I don't know how any decks work.
It's fine. When was the last time you had to care about Burning Abyss monsters?
A while.
Okay.
A long while.
So we're going to see Dragon Necro Nethersoul Dragon's effect activate here. At the end of the damage step, if this card battles a monster with a level, which is a weird stipulation to put on a card that was printed before Lynx, the monster's attack becomes 0, and then you summon a Dark Soul token, which is the same attack and defense as that monster.
And level. Okay, so he's going to... Can he activate it now?
Looks like we're going to take 18.
Okay.
and then an additional 7. This is not the worst. If we activate the Dynamicious, banishing the Baylordrock, pitching the Farfo, we can banish the Phoenix, and then the token crashes into Alec and we live.
Possibly. Oh yeah, it's not cost. Scarred and Resolution.
I
Yeah,
guess...
and if you send the Farfa...
Oh no, sending the Rhino Warrior! There's an Ash in hand! No! Oh.
He can't hear, his earbuds are in.
No, Bluno! No! And somehow the zombie player has walked with a game. We are going to a game 3 between these two absolutely ridiculous decks that have not really gotten to show off their ability to interact with each other yet.
No, it's been a clean sweep on both sides. Will the third one be an upset?
It better
Probably not. Just depends who gets the better opening hand.
Oh my god, that's Eldritch's music! Ba-ba-da-da! Alright, this is a terrible hand from the zombie player. I am so sorry. Oh my god, miserable.
Yeah.
Alright, so, well, this is why Zombie likes to go second, both for super polymerization and to get that old 6th card. Twin Twisters seems counterintuitive to play against Burning Abyss, since, you know, they require that they have no spells or traps, but when your opponent's playing 19 trap cards, it's probably fine. We're just making Dante here, I think. We don't even have the material to go into Beatrice.
Unfortunately, he does... Oh, using that extra monster zone. Spicy.
3 traps! Let's go! But the Dynamicious could theoretically make an Opabinia. Do we have an Opabinia? Oh, of course we can't see.
Yeah, very tactical. See, he's doing that specifically so the Twin Twisters will be less useful. Whoa, that's a good rip, especially with the Twin Twisters.
Again, you need that 6th card. That's something. The problem is, like...
Zombie World.
What do you do after that?
Discard 1 zombie card. Oh yeah, well that's the thing. Does he use it for the Jackabulin, or...
You could, like, Jackabulin back the Dante. That'd be cool and funny, but not good.
Yeah.
Alright, so leading with the Twin Twister, unsurprisingly. Ah, God. And then we're going to Griefing, targeting Banshee. You can actually chain link 3 Banshee here. Yep, there it goes.
Yep, chain link 4 Banshee. So does it still resolve Fiend Griefing, or is it...
I believe it is a conditional then. So because it didn't shuffle, you won't be sending something to the graveyard.
Yep.
Alright, they're going to get a Judge ruling real quick.
Yep.
And Griefing does not send.
Gotcha. Yep, it's good to know. I forget what they're called. The, like, and if you do, and or, and all that. Conjunctions. Gotta learn your conjunctions, folks.
Yeah, it's kind of crusty because then seems to imply that they can happen independently, but that's not the case.
Yeah, you have to do this, then that.
HSD is a sweet grab here, going to be able to destroy that zombie world, and you won't have to deal with lacking a battle phase if, you know, it's not your turn.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you're going to destroy my spell traps, are you? Well, how do you like it?
Alright, so at Resolution, they're going to think real quick. God, this hand is so bad.
How much attack does the Jackabulin have again?
Not enough.
I'm not familiar with that. Okay. Yeah, not enough defense either. Because he could discard the... Oh, okay, he is.
We're doing it. We're discarding the Ash, yeah?
Yeah, because it's a zombie.
Okay.
During your opponent's
main
phase.
There is a way to do it. It's not pretty, but there is a way to do it. You can activate the effect of Jackabulin to summon back the Ash Blossom, and then you can link them away for a Revendred Link monster that I don't know the name of, and Foolish Burial.
Slayer, I believe.
Yeah. The Baylordrock from your deck. That's the play. Or you can Monster Reborn the Ash Blossom.
Yeah, because it's only during your opponent's main phase you can summon.
Oh, thank God. At least one of us is reading. There he is! Yes!
A Vendred Slayer, excuse me.
Okay, so without access to the Reborn, this sucks. They're going to attack. They're going to be able to get the Baylordrock into the graveyard, but without the zombie world on their side of the field, it's not going to come back. Maybe if they send... Oh my god, wait. If they don't fire the Heavy Stormduster now, they can send Glow Up Bloom, and it'll activate during the damage step.
Huh.
Let's see what they do.
Do they know that, though?
Yeah.
Large think. He's doing some large... No, he's just thinking Mizuki.
Okay.
Because he knows that zombie world is going to die.
Yeah, but like... See, if you're allowed to resolve the effect of Avenged Savior, you can go for the Bloom, and it's not like your opponent can respond with Heavy Storm Duster. Glow Up Bloom gets out Baylor Drock even absent Zombie World. It's just like gonna be a sucky boss monster without it.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna go for Jackabulin.
Yep.
And that's the turn.
And then, yep, just stalling for now.
And, whoa, not even flipping the HSD. You don't really have any other targets. I'd consider it just so you don't accidentally screw yourself out of a battle phase when it might matter. Now the Jackabulin's on if you have a Burning Abyss in your graveyard, and that kind of sucks.
Oh, can Jackabulin search from either player's graveyard?
It can, and while Zombie World's on field, of course, it's both. So they'll Heavy Storm to prevent that from happening. And they're thinking about Cowcab, but of course it will die.
And then he'll probably get the effect. And then make sure your Jackabulin doesn't die until next turn. Because I believe Jackabulin, it like banishes until the end of the turn, right?
Yes.
Yeah, until the end phase. And then you have that resource next turn, kind of like with Mech Knight, Purple Nightfall.
So we're going to Dante for 3.
Obviously.
Ooh, 3 pretty good ones. Wow. We also get to trigger the Farfa here. We could negate the Savior if we want. I mean, there's just a lot we can do.
Yeah.
Okay, Alec.
Although he doesn't have the resources to, like, do much except for attack for 25, maybe.
Alright, they're going to bring back Ash, it looks like. Broken.
Oh, yeah, he could quick effect that at any point. Okay.
And now we're going to make Gravity Controller to get Dante back.
I forgot that existed.
Fun fact, Avenged Savior doesn't trigger until damage calculation, and Gravity Controller triggers at the start of the damage step.
Ooh, but the DD Crow.
Wow, wait. And suddenly, the Burning Abyss player has no access to Burning Abyss monsters, and the zombie player has no access to zombies.
True, although card advantage, the Burning Abyss player does still have the Ash and the Compulse, and it's not as though the zombie is going to be able to do anything without searching anything.
So we can get
I'm trying to
back
think of what you could top
Jackabulin.
deck. Oh yeah, you get to the Jackabulin back.
I mean, you could get the Jackabulin back, and then if you threaten with the Jackabulin, maybe you can get the Compulse out of the back row of the Burning Abyss player, and then like a top-decked Unizombie or Shiranui Solitaire would do it. That will not do it because you need a card in your hand. Ooh, maybe you can try for Jackabulin to trick your opponent into compulsing it so you can pitch it for 1/1.
Try to think, maybe does he have a level 10 synchro? He could sync. Ash is a tuner.
Ooh, let's check.
I don't think he does.
Oh my god, he does!
Oh,
Wait.
he does.
Oh no, Shogun Saga is an 8. They're not playing the big Shiranui. Ugh.
Oh, okay.
Rhino Warrior is an okay
not
card. You can normal summon it and like
Okay,
run
but
it.
you're hitting
in.
for 1500. You're fine.
Like your
And
opponent
you got
doesn't
that
have any.
fiendish Rhino Warrior off the top.
Oh, you
One
can
of
even
the strangest Burning Abyss monsters.
you can even like prevent the Rhino Warrior from connecting and going to the graveyard if you banish the Jackabulin for its own effect. Yeah, they're just gonna have to set it. Okay, now we can win the game. Here we go. Okay, so let's fire off 1/1.
They're a better 1/1 target.
And now we'll get ashed. Ash this, thank you.
Yeah, you gotta. And are there any Mizuki targets?
Now there are, baby! He's back! He's playing 2! No, it's the same one.
Yeah.
Compulsed again. This card cannot stick on the field for the life of itself. They can Mizuki back the Jackabulin and then go get the Ash again.
7,100 life points. It looks like he's just going to end his turn.
Ah, God, just both players. Just drawing the best cards in the deck.
Well, now you're on a 5-turn timer? 4-turn
I
timer?
love Yu-Gi-Oh!
Hey, Shiranui.
It's not enough, there's an infip!
It tributes its... Oh, wait, on normal.
God. If they can make Almirage, they can bring it back with Mizuki and then go for it. Do they have? They do not have Almirage in the extra deck, so they will not be able to do that. And they're gonna pass. Oh my god, the draws!
I don't get it. He's milled nothing but traps and drawn nothing but traps. Surely he has monsters in his deck somewhere.
Unfortunately, this still sucks for the Burning Abyss player. They'll just be able to Mizuki back the Solitaire and go for it next turn.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe not. Alright.
Peak gameplay.
Out comes the Solitaire. Let's fire the Solitaire effect. Get that Unizombie. Oh, easy. Oh, what a fun and fair
discard,
game.
Baller Drock.
Alright, we're going to use the effect to discard to get the Baylor Drock out of the hand. Garbage card.
Yeah. And probably send Necro Banshee.
So this is really funny. If they send Necroworld Banshee and go for Zombie World, the draw is extremely live.
There goes the Cosmic Cyclone.
Oh my
Well
god.
then.
Oh my god. I can't believe this game!
A comedy of errors. The movie, the game.
Oh my gosh. There had to be a better way to navigate that turn. There had to.
Will they get a level 3 monster? Drum
Yes! It's the best one in the deck!
Ash is a level 3.
And it
technically,
does make Dante. Oh god.
Danto go.
Alright.
I'm about to lose to a normal summoned Ash Blossom.
We're going to controller here.
Back into Gravity Controller.
We get to use Dante to target Alec and Rhino in a way that it can't possibly be negated. Get that Alec back in hand and send a Seer. Seer get Dante. Bitch the Alec for a Beatrice. Yes, we did it!
Da 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 da.
Oh.
Ba da ba da da da.
Alright,
Hopefully
so
we don't get claimed by the Price is Right.
they're still dead to, Super
Nothing,
Poly?
I don't think. No, he doesn't have a discard.
Yeah, let's find it. Go. Oh, that's a really good one.
Go,
Holy
Zuki.
guacamole. If you use this to send Necroworld Banshee, Baylor Drock is back on.
But as soon as he normal summons it, they just send the far. Or has he used all his Farfas?
Let's find out. There is one in the grave. Yeah, no. They've got Mega Farfas. And they've got Alec attached. They're going to use B to send Farfa. Farfa, Gazuki, Dante, Sir. Get the Seer back. And after a 90-turn game, Blue Hoser with Burning
I can't
Abyss.
believe they allowed Burning Abyss in here. It's clearly the meta deck.
Oh my god, that was extremely painful. Wow. And I feel really bad for the Zombie player. Zombie's a deck that, like, occasionally shows up in top cuts just because it has, like, a good pilot or, like, they drew the right half of their deck 8 rounds in a row. Sometimes you can't beat normal summon Ash Blossom. That's going to be it from us. The third round should be up about this time next week. If you would like us to look for particular decks or matches, we will do our best, but no promises. There's a lot of garbage in this tournament. Until then,
good luck.
And please send us some Dark Magician matches. Actually, I would really like to commentate Magician's Navigation. I've been playing a little bit of Duel Links, and God, it's just so fun. I love that it happens every game. My opponent always draws Rod!